We get tons of trade-ins every day here at the store, but over the last couple days, it's been a little bit special because instead of a million small trades, we've still had a few of those, but we've had 3 big collection trades that we're going to be going through today and showing you guys some really, really cool stuff. Bobby's working on a pretty big trade. I can't get too close because the person's phone number and name is all over all the boxes, but there's some cool stuff in here. Nothing like insane, but there is one item that I wanted to show you guys, and it's this. This is an original artwork piece for the Sonic the Hedgehog Archie comic, and it's got some information for like the company and stuff. Tails number 3, code number T172792. I don't know what any of that means, but it's pretty cool. They didn't write in the copyright date there, but still, this is really awesome. There's a few of these listed on eBay. I can't find a sold listing, but I'm not using WorthPoint or anything, so I don't know. If any of you guys have access to the website WorthPoint, it's a paid subscription to see older sold eBay listings. Can you look this up and let me know? The cheapest ones listed are $500. They go up to like $650. There's a handful of them listed in that price range. But yeah, this is really, really cool. There's a couple sold listings for colored versions that are full books, but they don't color on the originals, right? They make this, then they copy them, and then they color the copies. So this should be more rare, more expensive, maybe more desirable. But I guess let us know. We had an original artwork piece from one of the Sonic the Hedgehog cartoons that I think we sold for like 50 bucks. This is way cooler in my opinion, and it's also like triple the size of that other one. So I don't know, just want to show you guys, but if you guys have access to WorthPoint, please let me know. We want to price it cheaper than the ones listed, because obviously if those were priced really well, they would have sold by now, and they haven't. So my guess is probably $300 to $350, but let me know in the comments what you guys think. We also have a Japanese Saturn and a boxed Super Famicom. There is a CRT television. There's a bunch of consoles, and then obviously we have some games as well. Some Super Famicom. There's some PS1, Dreamcast, a couple boxed games here, and just some good variety. And then, like I said, bunch of consoles, controllers, stuff like that. Both of these GameCubes have a player on the bottom, and we have one disc, but still, pretty cool stuff.
Pretty cool. I just like holding this part specifically.
Oh, what are you covering there?
No reason.
I couldn't be someone's phone number, could it?
No.
We also just got a huge Pokemon card shipment in this morning. Colton took care of that and got everything entered, which is awesome. We had to rearrange this cabinet again. We also had to rearrange a little bit in here, but now we have really, really awesome stuff. We have the UPCs, we have the ETBs, we have the booster boxes, we have some tins, all sorts of other stuff in here. More of the Chinese stuff, including the Horizon Gems Volume 2 packs. Some other Chinese packs there, 2 more sets there. Got these little, these are also Chinese ones, but you get a frame and then a promo and then a couple packs, which is pretty cool. But this cabinet is looking nice and full. This is super awesome. This is how we want to keep it. If you need some cards for someone for Christmas, you guys know where to come.
Really good.
What do we have here?
Mortal Kombat.
Garbage.
What? No, new Switch 2 games, guys.
I wouldn't really call it a Switch 2 game if it's out on PS5 and Switch
It's
1.
2 games for the Switch.
Well, this is the Legacy Collection, so you get 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then down here it says, actually I was looking at this one, it says games from the arcade, home consoles, and handhelds. So I don't know exactly how many's on there. Maybe Jesse can put it on the screen right here, but looks pretty cool. Hey, don't you be doing that to the peeps.
Here is the 3DS collection that I took in yesterday. All of these belong to him originally, so they're super duper nice and clean and very nice. There are a few things missing from here because they already did sell, but this is a majority of the collection. And he actually brought us a Christmas card.
What?
Yeah, he is super sweet. His name's David, and this is a card that he brought us.
That's so cool. It's a Pokemon one.
Yeah. We were talking about like how you never find like a lot of Christmas Pokemon cards. But yeah, he's traded in a bunch of stuff. Super Nintendo, NES, and he's all the original owners, and it's always in really good condition.
You guys might actually remember the Super Nintendo trade that he did because he had a Chrono Trigger in there. He had a bunch of RPGs and like popular titles, and they all had their instruction manuals, but no boxes, but everything was mint.
Yeah, and he is like a very specific type of gamer too. There's no Pokemon in here. If you take a closer look, there's no Pokemon, and there's like no like Mario Kart racing. I think there's a Diddy Kong in here.
There's a Mario Kart.
Oh, that's right. But it's just like he's very specific on his gaming interests. And I think it shows with this and with the Super Nintendo trade-in.
Yeah, this stuff seems just slightly different. Like the Super Nintendo stuff was like a bunch of RPGs and then like the first party titles.
Yeah.
There are some RPGs in here, but not
as many.
Not as much.
There are a few games missing. Few Zelda DS games are missing. Few Kingdom Hearts, Animal Crossing, that kind of stuff.
It was Metroid, Animal Crossing,
Zelda,
and yeah, and then like some crosswords games that already sold. But still, pretty awesome collection overall. Here is a better look at the collection that Bobby was working on. He had actually started that yesterday, but we just finished it. The guy's supposed to be coming in a little bit later, and we're going to make him the offer. But there's some really cool stuff in here. Some pretty uncommon games. And there's some PC stuff, some Super Famicom. A bunch of these, like, there's some PC games and some, like, video game documentaries on both DVD and Blu-ray. There's a bunch of Xbox Conquer in there. And then a bunch of PS1 games as well, which kind of mentioned. There's nothing too crazy in the PS1 games, but it's all like good stuff. It's all, you know, Disney games and like Spyro and stuff like that. A couple Dreamcast as well. But overall, it's a pretty sweet collection. And then tons of consoles. The boxed Japanese Saturn, the boxed Super Famicom. Nothing special in the Super Famicom games either. But still, really, really cool stuff. And everything is like pretty clean, which is really nice. And then here is the rest of the consoles. There's those two. We have the Super Nintendo, the PS2 Slim. The NES is actually modded. And it has USB out. So you can hook this up to a computer and you can rip the ROMs or dump the ROMs off of a cartridge, which is pretty cool. There's a couple GameCubes as well, a 360 and a Sega Dreamcast. Who's that?
This guy.
Sir,
Can I help you?
you need to leave. Kyle's just visiting since he moved up to Seattle. But we're gonna go to Kenji's for dinner.
It's gonna be good.
After work. It's gonna be fun. The third collection.
Yup.
What we got?
A bunch of anime Blu-ray. There's that stack. There's all these stacks. There's this stack.
There's so
one in
much.
the back. Yeah.
Slip covers on a bunch of them. I can't remember if we showed the stack. There was a huge stack of Fairy Tail, huge stack of Dragon Ball. Abby's working on getting some stuff stickered. And then there's a little bit more. Oh, there's also a huge thing of strategy guides. There's a few more back here that have already been tagged. So I'm just kind of trying to rush and get things done before we have to stream in like 20 minutes. But yeah, this is a combination of all three trades with more coming back as we speak. Are you part of the Broke Boys Club?
No.
Looks like it. Is that like a gang or something, or
Yeah.
a terrorist organization?
It's Yep. It's a gang of nerds.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Yep.
I don't think you should be
Only-
part of a club with another boy.
Only the nerdiest of nerds join the Broke Boys Club. Very nerdy.
That jerk hasn't even been to our new store yet.
Like wear your socks over your jeans, and wear dad shoes and
I don't wear jeans.
well, then you can't be in that club.
I don't want to be in that club. Until
Everybody
he
wants
comes
to
to
be in
the
that club.
store, he is dead to me.
Stop
Everybody-
saying that.
Everybody
Leave him alone.
tweet at Terrorizer and tell him that he hates us and our feelings are hurt and we're no longer friends.
You leave him. Oh my god, stop it.
No. Sergeant Pepper! He's so cute though.
He's like, where are the crumbs? I smell the crumbs.
Come here, bud.
Ryan, it's official. This stuff is ours.
Really?
Heck yeah. Heck yeah. These are pretty cool. I like these. And they're cheap.
Say what?
The box Japanese Saturn and the box Super Famicom, they're only $100 each.
What? No way.
You can't even get a loose American Saturn for even like 1.5 times that price.
That's great.
We sell the regular Saturns for I think 170, and this one complete in box is only 100. That's pretty cool.
Good. That was pretty good.
I mean, you can't really beat that.
No.
And guess what? This particular one comes with a little bonus. Oh yeah.
Comes with that?
Yep. I just decided to include it for free. And nobody will know unless they go to buy it.
Or if they watch this video.
Well, it'll sell by the time the video goes out.
And also no one watches our videos.
Well, I guess that's kind of true.
No, wait, no.
Holy cow, guys. We just finished our stream for the day. And this is, I think, maybe not better than like a sale, like a Black Friday sales day, but in terms of like number of orders, it was pretty insane today. Let me show you guys real quick some of the stuff that sold. We have some Pokemon card stuff, like we always do. Some of the Mortal Kombats that just came out. A bunch of Dragon Ball. A bunch of the stuff from the collection sold. Bunch of the anime stuff. And then a bunch of the 3DS and DS games as well. There's some really, really cool stuff, guys. And I know that not everyone likes whatnot. I completely understand. Most, at least on the Pokemon card side, most of the not most, but there's a decent chunk of sellers that are just straight up scammers. So I get why people don't want to use whatnot, but if you ever want to give it a shot, our link down below gets you $15 to spend on whatever you want. You can spend it with us, spend it with someone else, it doesn't matter. That's just free money. And it's just kind of fun. Even if you're not gonna buy anything, you can just hang out. If you want more Double Jump content, that's all it is. We're just walking around the store, showing stuff on the shelves, talking about video games and showing prices and showing condition and all that kind of stuff. And it's just a fun time. So feel free to come hang out with us if you'd like. Colton would be so happy if you did. We're walking down to Kenji's for Din.
Dinner time.
Yeah.
Din.
Hi.
With Kyle, because he's visiting. You guys saw him a little earlier. But I'm gonna try to show you guys what Kenji's looks like inside. I know some people watching are local and have been there, and it's awesome looking, but for anyone that's not local, you guys can see how beautiful this restaurant is. Oh yeah. All right, go inside. Garlic fried rice? Say what? Hi, Kyle. Look how beautiful it is in here. They've got the giant tree. This place is so cool. They have the really awesome ceiling. It's beautiful in here. All right, Kyle, thanks for watching. We'll see you later. Bye.